Good afternoon everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today's video is going to be about helicopter operations. So let's begin. So what all things we are going to cover in today's video is, first one will be what is basically a helicopter operation. Then another one is when do we actually carry out helicopter operation. Third one will be our what all equipment, what all precautions, what all checks that we have to carry out during a helicopter operation. And fourth one of course will be the list of equipments or a lot of helicopter equipments that we have to maintain on board our ship for safe carriage of our helicopter operations. Let's discuss one by one. So what is a helicopter operation? A helicopter operation at sea is any operation that involves safe landing and launching of helicopter from ship, which can be involved or which can be designated for a specific purpose for ship. That includes a lot of purpose, can be pilotage, can be crew change, a lot of things. So when we are doing the helicopter operations, there is a helicopter that is involved with the vessel, which is supposed to provide vessel with some kind of assistance. So basically the helicopter operations are usually done during the pilotage for embarking and disembarking of pilot at certain countries in certain ports. For example, Australia, South Africa, there are a lot of other countries also where pilot usually comes by helicopter. Another one is your for medical evac, in case you have a sick crew or you have a crew that needs immediate medical attention or has to be transferred to a hospital for some medical emergency, then you can have your medical evac through helicopter. Another one is it can also be used for pilot we've already discussed. Your helicopter operations can also be done during crew change. For sometimes during some critical crew change when there is rough weather and your boat or your launch cannot come alongside the ship due to the heavy swell. So in that case, sometimes your crew change can also be done with a helicopter. And in fourth scenario, it can be also possible to arrange some special stores during the transit, which is very important, which is very critical, and you can also use helicopter to deliver those stores on ships. Now there are two things. Certain ships they are built, they can have they are clear of obstruction, so they can have a launch pad or helipad. So they will have a proper helipad which will be suitably strengthened, and then on those ships like on the bulk carriers, you have a proper helipad. The helicopter can actually land on the top of the helipad or the whichever place is designated for your launch. And then there are certain ships where there is no clear space for a helicopter to land, or there are a lot of obstructions in place. So in that case, there is only a specialized area marked for winching only. So in that case, helicopter will only lower the personnel or the stores through a cable, and then it will just land on the deck, and then we can collect it. So yeah, two things. One is your launch pad, another one is your winching. Well, helicopter operations also involve specialized training, proper procedures, protocols, and proper equipments to be carried out to carry out the helicopter operation safely. So we will discuss one by one what all things we have to cover and what all aspects we have to cover for the proper and safe operation while at sea. So now we are going to see our helicopter operation checklist, that as per our company's policy, what all checks we have to go through when we are doing a helicopter operation and what all things we have to take care of. This is our helicopter operation we have carried out on 1st of July in Port Hedland for disembarkation of pilots. So what all points we have to take care of. So we have to take care all the loose items have to be secured. All the aerials, antennas have to be in operating area, have to be lowered or secured. The windsock has to be hoisted. Communication has to be established between the helicopter pilot and the ship's crew. That is most important part of it, because once you have established the communication, then the helicopter will guide you what all things to do further, and how to approach, how to assist the helicopter, or if there is anything that is not as per, if there is anything that helicopter wants to convey to us, or if there is anything that helicopter wants to request to us, then once we have the communication, then the helicopter pilot can advise us that you have to do this further. So establishing communication is very important. Then we have to have a person on deck standby with a walkie-talkie. Then we have to have our fire pumps running in case of any fire. We have to have our fire hoses ready. We have to have our 2 firemen ready in case of any fire. One forward of the helicopter hatch, like we have our helicopter hatch, that is number 6 cargo hold. So we have to have one person ready forward of number 5, and one person ready forward of aft of number 7, in case if there is any accident, in case if there is any explosion or fire, to extinguish that. We have to have foam monitors, foam hoses, and our DCP extinguishers over there. The capacity should not be less than 45 kg. This is as per the SOLAS regulation, which is mentioned over here. Then our deck party should be readily available, properly dressed as per SOLAS for fighting the fire. Then we have to have a rescue party over there, and in case we should have one person standby near the rescue boat for a man overboard situation also. So we have to have a rescue team of 4 personnel ready at rescue boat, in case if there is an accident and a helicopter, it can get damaged, can have an explosion, can have an accident, and it can get dropped into sea, or it collapses and falls into sea. So in that case, we should have a rescue boat ready and a rescue team ready. If is a man overboard, rescue boat never ready for load. This is for your rescue boat only. Then these are the following equipments that we should have. This is our company's checklist that we should have ready in there for use during the helicopter operation. This is emergency signal lamp. This can be replaced by your marshalling batons. Then your axe, crowbar, adjustable wrench, fire resistant blanket, wire cutters, hook, hacksaw, ladder, lifeline, cutting pliers, all these things. Then your set of assorted screwdrivers, harness knife with shell, then first aid kit. Further we have this, if the deck party is ready with the PPE, passenger areas are clear, deck party wearing the brightly colored tabards, waistcoats. We have this high visibility vest, which we have to wear in case we are going for any port operation, or in case we are going for any helicopter operation, so that we are visible from a distance. And the light also reflects, because it also have that retroreflective tape coating on that. Also has the hook handler being equipped with helmet, rubber gloves, and rubber sole. In case of a static charge, we have to make sure that we are wearing the rubber gloves and rubber sole shoes to avoid any static discharge of charge from the helicopter. Is the access and ingress to the operating area clear? We have to make sure all of that. Then the checks for the landing. Deck party aware that the landing is to be made. Then it should be conveyed before only, that whether we are going to land the helicopter, or whether it is going to be a winching operation only. So that has to be made very clear and before only. Is the operating area free of sprays on sea from deck? There should be no, basically should be done in the windward, not the windward, the leeward side, so that you don't have any spray, you don't have any seas coming from there. So it should be done in leeward side. Have the side rails been necessary awnings, stanchions, been obstructions been removed. This is basically telling all the equipments, radar equipments to be in standby, personnel being keep out of the rotors and exhaust. Personnel have to be clear of that area where the helicopter is going to operate. This is basically for all the landing precautions that we have. Then there are certain other additional measures that we have to follow on tankers. Additionally for tanker ships not fitted with an inert gas system. Has the pressure been released from the tank within 30 minutes of commencement of helicopter operation? In ships fitted with IG system, has the pressure in cargo tanks been reduced to slight positive pressure? Then all tankers have all tank openings being secured and ventilation being carried out. So this is additionally for bulk carrier, has the surface ventilation of the dry cargo carried out. This is especially for when you are carrying the cold cargo, which we have right now. We have to carry out the surface ventilation, and it's important to make sure that you have proper illumination if the helicopter operation is being carried out at night. In the daytime, it's not as much required because you have a natural light, but in the night time you have to make sure there is proper illumination, and the lights should not be pointing towards the helicopter. There should be no light, no searchlight, no small light that should be pointing towards the helicopter. That may distract the helicopter pilot. So you have to take care of that. And that is all for today's video. We will come up with more such videos, and as you can see behind me, we have our lifeboat over here. So we will be starting a new series in which we will discuss about LSA equipments, all the LSA items we will see. And we will be starting off with lifeboats, life rafts, rescue boat, immersion suits, a lot of things we will cover up in the next series. So until then, we will conclude this video over here. Until then, just keep subscribing, keep following, keep watching my videos. I'll mention the channel link below. See you next time.